Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to my first episode of
Real talk,
Real
yo.
Talk. It was so hard to sit down and do this video. This is probably my third or fourth time recording. My plan was to get this done yesterday and to have it ready for this morning, but hey, guess what? I'm a mama, I'm a wife, and I just didn't have time. But thank you so much for supporting me. As you can see, I'm doing what I do best. I'm being a mom. Happy Mother's Day to all of the moms. Happy Mother's Day to all of the aspiring moms and all of the moms to be. This is my second Mother's Day without my mom, and it truly, truly cuts deep. I realized as the days came that I will never physically see my mom on earth again. That truly hit deep. My topic today is grief. My goal is to keep it 100 with you and to explain to you how most people feel about loss, especially women grieving their mom. Grief just seems to creep up on you. One minute you're good, and then the next minute you just toe up. I promise you, it feels like you're being stabbed in the chest or stabbed in the heart so many times. You're angry, you don't understand, and it's like you have the resentment of so many different things. I remember when I got the call that my mom had passed. We had just got on the road. We were actually on our way to Birmingham. My cousin, younger cousin, rest in peace, Jordan Davis, um, was killed the week before. And we were on the way to his funeral that next morning. My mom was going to go. Um, Definitely a sad time for my family, my dad's side of the family. We had not lost anyone in years. And I was on the way. But as we know, my family, we have a hard time packing up and leaving and getting everybody in the car, including the dog and everything. And we were behind. When we got close to the interstate, my phone rang. And it was my dad. And the first thing he said is, "Are you driving? Is Darius driving?" He just kept asking over and over. And in my heart, I knew something was wrong. And he said, "I need to talk to Darius." And he demanded to speak to him. And I said, "Okay, okay, hold on, hold on." I gave the phone to my husband. And then my husband told me to pull over because I was driving. And he told me to put it in park and he told me to get out. And I got out, I walked around. He couldn't even get the words out. I knew that my mama was gone. And it was like my heart just shattered into pieces. The lady that had shown me everything that I knew, the lady that raised me to be a young lady, a mom, a wife, who was my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader, was gone. I had immediate resentment towards my job because I was supposed to leave earlier that day. And because the job was so demanding, because I was trying to be so great at being an HR professional and just a professional in general, I allowed those things to get in the way of me getting on the road on time. And I just knew maybe had I gotten here, maybe I could have saved my mom. Maybe I could have performed CPR because I was CPR certified. Maybe I could have. Maybe I could have seen the signs. That is what grief told me immediately. Grief made me feel like there was something that I could have done to prevent what had happened. Grief is like a never-ending maze. It's like no matter which way you go, you end up crossing back over the same paths over and over again. I wish I could tell you that it gets better, but I can't. To the mothers who are experiencing motherhood for the first time and grieving their mom, please know that your mom is proud of the woman that you are. She's proud of how you have been able to get up daily and make the best of it. But I also want you to know that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to shout and scream today if you need to. In those moments where you ask yourself, what would my mom say? Or what would my mom do? Remember all of the lessons that you learned from her and stored in your head, and trust you will hear her voice. If you need a therapist, a psychiatrist, need medication to cope with the loss, I'm here to tell you that I have done all of that. And it's okay. I'm thankful to have listened to myself before things got worse. You do not have to walk this road of grief alone. What's most important is that you find a way to give yourself grace and a space for peace. So on today, if it all feels heavy and the grief has taken over, know that you have someone in your corner each and every day to help you conquer the day. Until next time, this is
Real Talk, yo.
Stay grounded, stay honest, and protect your peace.
Okay, let's go.